Today, we're going to meet the two most important kinds of words in our language. Think of them as the superstars of the show for all of our sentences. We're talking about nouns and verbs. Nouns and verbs give our sentences their meaning. Without nouns and verbs, our sentences would be completely pointless. So let's find out just what these words do for us. Let's look at nouns first. A noun is a word that names a person, place, animal, or thing. So think of it like this. A noun is anything you can touch, see, or name. So if we're talking about people, it could be a teacher, a friend, a parent, a doctor. Or if we're talking about places, it could be a school, a house, the park, or even a big city. Or if we're talking about things, it can be a ball, a book, or a toy, or an animal. Let's play a quick game. Look around your room and find some nouns. Can you touch the table? Yes, that's a noun. Can you see the door? That's a noun too. Is your favorite toy on the floor? The toy is a noun too. All of these are nouns. So if I say, the dog runs, the word dog is the noun because it's naming the animal. Does that make sense? So what's the noun in this sentence? The boy listens. Boy. Yes, boy is a person, so that's our noun. How about this one? A light broke. Light. A light is a thing, so it's the noun. Okay, the last one. The town is far away. Town. Town is a place, so it's our noun. So remember, a noun describes people, places, or things. It's anything you can touch, see, or name. So do you think you understand the nouns in a sentence? So really quickly, I want to tell you about one other type of noun. It's actually called a pronoun. Pronouns are small but powerful words that help us avoid repeating the same person or thing over and over again. They act as substitutes for our nouns. So think of it like this. If you have a friend named Sarah, you might start a story by saying, Sarah went to the park. But if you keep talking about Sarah, it sounds a little bit clunky to keep repeating her name. So instead, you could use a pronoun to take her place. For example, instead of, Sarah went to the park, and then Sarah saw a dog, you could say, Sarah went to the park, and then she saw a dog. So some of the most common pronouns that we use include he, she, it, they, we, you, I, me, him, her, and them. There's a lot of them, but they're incredibly useful and we hear them all the time. So it's important to be able to pick them out in a sentence and know the purpose that they serve. So now that you understand all the ways we can talk about the subject using nouns or pronouns, let's connect them to the verbs. A verb is a word that shows action. It tells us what that someone or something is doing. Verbs are like the superheroes of our sentence. They make things happen. So they're actions. They run, jump, clap, sing, or they can be everyday things. Eat, sleep, play, read. So if I say the dog runs, the word runs is the verb because it tells us the action. So let's look at a few more examples of verbs. Can you tell me the verb in these sentences? The cat sleeps. What is the cat doing? The cat sleeps. He's sleeping. So sleeps is the verb. It tells us what the cat is doing. The store closed. What did the store do? It closed. So closed is the verb. It tells us what the store did. We eat dinner. What are we doing? We're eating dinner. Eat dinner. So eat is the verb. It tells us what we, the pronoun of the sentence, are doing. So remember, nouns and pronouns describe the main subject of the sentence, and the verb tells us what that subject is doing.